What up, my new types? We have the Gundam Full Armor Thunderbolt Expert Secret Stage here. Were you having difficulty clearing the stage like I was? Were you having difficulty clearing it in one attempt like I was? Well, hopefully this guide is for you. Let's get into it. So team 1, I have what I call the map attack team, or the fodder clearing team. Team 2, I would recommend having at least 2 sways to be able to clear this event. I have Machu in the Exia because she has sway, and Exia has a stronger EX attack than the Gold Astray. She will not have double chance step unless she's in the G-Quux unit, whereas Setsuna will still have double chance step. That's why I put him in the Gold Astray frame. So let's get into it here. So we're going to take a look at what we're working with here. So we have 7 support attackers, 4 defenders in the middle, and a ship defender in the back. The ship defender in the back will only protect the full armor Thunderbolt, so we don't really have to worry about it here. So we're going to start clearing out the fodder. So Amuro in this Hainu, Char, and again Setsuna have the ability to attack 3 times. So we're going to use that to our advantage here. That's 2 down. And so for my GPO2, I have 2 more supports on the left here to help him clear out this GM on the left. Otherwise, as you can see, he can't destroy it himself. And I'll show why I moved the GPO2 forward 2 spaces. And the reason for that is because it'll allow him to get a more effective and more damaging and better range on his map attack. So he's where he is now. If I were 2 steps back, it wouldn't hit the full armor Thunderbolt, nor would it hit the 2 support defenders. So I moved it up there. And we're going to finish off the rest of these units here in the middle with the map attack from Hainu, or as I like to call it, the map slap. So now we've dealt with 8 units using only 2 of ours. We're going to take out these last 2 defenders here. What I'm showing is that I can't destroy it without attack burst. So I'm going to use that here. And quick disclaimer, these are the units that I've had. So if you have different units, you're going to have to adjust your strategy based on your units. And if it makes you feel better, I am free to play. So I only pulled using the diamonds that were given in-game as well as the free tickets. So I'm hoping that my video doesn't feel unattainable by any means. So we're going to start moving onto this side now. So we're going to take out this ball. Again, you'll have 2 more steps. And what I'm going to show in the Striker Custom is that he can kill the ball very easily. And if I switch over to the GM, it doesn't do as much damage. In a previous run, I couldn't destroy the GM. And I need the Striker Custom to be next to the Full Armor Thunderbolt. So that's why I left the ball up to allow him to kill it. And we're going to use Gold Astray to destroy the GM there. And there's this one single space we can attack the ship and not get countered. And we're also out of range, attack range of the full armor. So now we're going to move Striker Custom into position right next to the full armor Thunderbolt. And I'll explain why in a little bit. And now we can destroy the defender, the ship here. Okay. Let's take out these last 2 GMs. So my defender here, Gundam EX, only has 4 movement range, and I want him to be able to protect my Striker Custom, so we're going to help him get over there. Oh, good dodge. So again, give him a little help here. So I've been seeing some comments about the map attack and how to avoid it. And I will show you how to do so here. We're just going to get Gundam EX into support defend range of our Striker Custom. Let's clear out this last fodder here. And I'm going to start positioning my units so we can avoid the map attack after this. If you're wondering why there's no music or limited sound, I didn't want to get copyright striked, so I removed the music. So we're going to put Exia here and standby on the diagonal. And the reason we're putting on the diagonal is because if we look at the full armor Thunderbolt map attack range, the map attack effective range is 1, 3, 5, 7 spaces. So if we're diagonal or out of that effective range, we won't get map attacked, as you can see here. And while Gundam EX is still in effective attack range of the Thunderbolt, it is not in map attack range. So it will not use the map attack. So we're going to finish off these last testicles with arms here. 1 MP up so we can get max MP upon the destruction of our testicle, of his testicle rather, their testicle. And we're going to get a free attack, be diagonal to the full armor Thunderbolt, but extend range so we get a free attack here. I'm going to move my Lisinye again diagonal to the Thunderbolt, and she can take a hit, so we will allow her to do so here. So if we take a look at what's going on here, oh no, we have 2 units right next to the full armor Thunderbolt. Which one will it attack? I hope it won't attack Lisinye because it'll destroy her. But I'm going to pull up the grid here and demonstrate that enemies have a tendency to prioritize units on the perpendicular. In other words, the top space, left space, bottom space, or right space will take aggro over the spaces in the diagonals. So my Striker Custom will have aggro priority over my Lisinye, so she's not in danger of being destroyed. So we're gonna support defend, and again, no map attack, so we can get a counter attack and do more damage here. And normally you would want to counter defend or support defend, but my Striker Custom does more damage the lower HP he is, so I'm just going to let him tank the hit. In this turn, we're going to start moving everybody into position. And see, Striker Custom can tank another hit, but if you can't, that's why we have Sway. And let's start with GPO2. And we're going to move him into attack range. So if you notice, oh no, he's in the map attack range. But because he's the only one in the map attack range, the Thunderbolt unit will not use the map attack. It seems that enemies with map attacks need 2 or more of your units in effective range to want to use it. So we're going to, again, start getting everybody in the diagonals. And again, GPO2 will not take aggro because the Striker Custom is closer. Move Phoenix Gundam into position. And I would recommend using lock-on for your supports because, as you can see there, it has a lot of mobility, it has a lot of defense. So we just want to guarantee our damage as much as we can. So now we move into Hainu, who has a 5 attack range, which will get countered and he'll get hit, but again, not in map attack range. So no worries about that. Then we do it again. Let's see here. So Lei Xinye again would be destroyed upon the attack, so we're going to just stand by. And we'll get our last support attack from the Phoenix by attacking with Sazabi. Alright. And let's move Exia, and this is again why Sway is important, because otherwise Exia would not be able to survive this attack. So if I had Setsuna in there who doesn't have Sway, just this one attack would destroy our Exia. And like I said before, diagonals, we're in the diagonals, so versus our Striker Custom is in a perpendicular space. What I'm showing here is that the tanks have these nice mobility and attack down debuffs. So if you want to attack here and get some more damage off and get a debuff in to guarantee more damage, that would help here too, but we're not. We're just going to stand by here. Again, sway is important. So we can dodge this hit here. Force guard. Stand by. See, still no map attack. And our main attacker is still alive with the defense there. Alright, so we've done a little less than half the whole HP of this boss. But now that we're all in position, everyone has their attacks, we can start finishing it off here. So again, let's do our lock on. And for this round, there's no clear score, there's nothing, so you can just start sacking your units. So goodbye Hainu, but we're gonna get debuffs off. And I would highly recommend not attacking with supports here until they've used all their attacks, so we can maximize our damage. So it's about 3.5 bars of damage. Let's keep it going. Lock on, lock on. Sazabi. Oh, that's a miss. I think Red Gundam's missed 3 times already. But we have the initial debuff, so we're okay. Alright, another 3.5 bars or so. And we still have 2 more support attacks, but none on the Phoenix, so we can start sacking our units. Goodbye. Alright. So what I'm going to show here is that I could probably just finish off the boss here with my remaining attackers. But if you don't quite have enough damage, again, we'll just start finishing it off and doing as much as we can. So Atomic Bazooka would do 17k versus EX does 20k. So we're going to scrape for all the damage that we can here. Red Gundam, you're next. And again, don't feel bad that your units are being destroyed. They did their job. There's a desperation move here where if you were able to save one attacker and have your tank still, upon the full armor attacking, you can counterattack and maybe kill it there, but I would not recommend that, banking on that. So again, it was important that we had sway in the previous round, so we can get a second attack off here with Exia. Now we just finish it off with the Striker Custom. So hopefully this video was able to help you. Again, if you have different units, you're going to have to adjust your strategy based on what you have and the units you have. If you found any of this helpful, comment down below. And if you have any helpful tips, go ahead and put them down so we can help other gamers clear this very difficult event. All right, peace, new types.